Let's do it. I'm excited.
Oops.
Everything's working.
Where do you want me to sit?
Right here would be
Oh.
perfect.
Oh.
Now we're just gonna like do some like basic things where, and you're welcome, you can either stare at the camera or you can look at me, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Well, maybe I feel comfortable looking at you.
Oh, that's fine. No worries. Whatever you want. Basically, you just need to state your name, like, and how you spell it. Do we need to know how they spell it too?
Yes.
Oh, we do need to know that? Okay.
I think.
Alright, that works. Which, I think her name's pretty simple that we could
Oh.
really do the spelling, but that's fine. You ready, Lovey?
I'm ready.
Record's on?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here we go. Okay, could you please state your name
Alice King.
and your current address?
My current address is 750 Old Lancaster Road, apartment B312.
Perfect. And have you lived in Mount Pleasant before?
I lived in Mount Pleasant, and when I sold my home, we moved to the apartment.
Oh, nice. And for how many years did you live in Mount Pleasant for?
I lived there for over 60 years.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow. So you've basically seen it from the beginning, from like the very beginning, like till
Not
now?
the very beginning.
But like around there?
Mhm.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
When did you meet Barbara then? Because I know Barbara's like a big advocate for Mount Pleasant.
It was years later that
Wow.
I met Barbara. I didn't know her too well, but I do know that I had met her mother.
Oh, okay.
But her mother died.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. And could you tell us, okay, so you lived in Mount Pleasant for 60 years, and could you tell us the names of your parents? Like, did they live in Mount Pleasant too, or was this
Oh
like...
no, I came from Coatesville, Pennsylvania,
Oh, wow, okay.
and but my husband was from this area,
Oh.
but I was not from this area.
Oh, okay. And what are your parents' names?
My mother my mother was Gertrude Fornes. My father was Giles Hall. And my mother died when I was only 5 years old, so my grandmother raised me.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And what was their occupations?
I don't know what their occupations was all that years ago.
No, like anything, like do you know what they went to college
No,
for?
it was like a steel mill that in Coatesville.
Oh, okay.
And most of the men all worked at the steel mill.
And what was that like? Like what did they do there?
I don't know what they did in the steel mill.
And where did you attend high school?
Coatesville.
You went to Coatesville, okay.
Yes,
And then did you go to college after that?
I graduated in 1938.
Okay.
And then I came down because there was really nothing to work for women.
Yeah, true.
So I had an aunt who lived down here. So I came down here and I babysat for, that's what I did, started out doing, was babysitting.
Oh, okay.
And so I lived with the couple. And then when I met my husband and we got married, then the war started.
Okay.
And so they wanted me to stay with them instead of going back home.
Wow.
So I did, and then I said, well, since I'm here, I decided that I would go to Penn Business School, and they wanted me to live with them and still go to school.
Oh, wow.
So I went to Penn Business School.
And where is that? Is that located
in Philadelphia?
In Philadelphia. Oh, I've never heard of that before.
Oh.
Never heard of that.
Oh.
Where is it located in Philadelphia?
I don't know where it was now. All I can remember is taking the trolley in.
There you go. What were the classes like? What did you take when you were there?
Oh, I had like English and typing and
wow.
things like that.
Oh, cool. So is it basically...
But you had in business school.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That works. And what is your occupation? Like, what did you do after
After
business
that,
school?
B. Altman came here to St. David's. And when I saw it advertised in the paper one morning when I was reading it, I said, oh, there's my opportunity. So I immediately got up from the breakfast table and went down to St. David's and registered, and they hired me right away.
Wow.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, I have a young child in school, and he doesn't get home. He gets home at 3 o'clock, so I can only work for that time because I have to be home when he gets home. They said, okay, we'll let you do that, and then when when you can work full time, then we want you for a department head.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I stayed with them from the time they opened until they closed.
And how many years was that?
That was like 40 some years.
Wow.
And because when they closed, I helped them to close. Then I went to Hallmark, and Hallmark.
Yep.
And I went to Hallmark, and they gave me a birthday party when I was 78 years old.
Wow, God bless.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the public was all invited to the birthday party when they had cake for everybody came in to buy something that day.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow, I hope when I'm 78 I get a party. That's really cool.
So,
Wow.
on my 78th birthday, because I remember the suburban publications were there taking the pictures, and I had a big write-up in the paper. It was so fun.
That is awesome.
Mhm.
Wow.
And they said I had retired 3 times.
Wow. Oh, God. Oh, good. Where is that located? The Hallmark.
Stratford.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the most stupidest question I probably ever asked. Is that in Jersey or in Pennsylvania? Because I
No,
always
it's right here next to, it's in Devon. Huh?
Oh, that's so sad. I'm not
No,
too
it's
good
right
with my
down the road.
geography.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you're done working there. Now you just live at home, or what do you do? Like
I do
on a
nothing
daily-
now because I'm 93 years old.
Oh my goodness! God bless! Holy goodness! You don't look it. That's why I was like, I wonder if she's still doing something.
I was wondering why you're asking me if I'm working at this age.
Wow! Wow! That's awesome. Now, since our class is basically based on Mount Pleasant and what's going on there,
Mhm.
what do you think about the situation that's going on in Mount Pleasant currently?
I don't like the way it has turned out. Well, one reason is because they have a lot of students living there now,
Yeah.
and it just has made a difference with with those people having moved and the students coming in to live in those homes.
And what was it like when you first moved to Mount Pleasant? Like, what was like the transition, or where did it go from being?
It was really it was just a nice, homey atmosphere, and it was just wonderful bringing the children up.
Yeah.
Because they could just play on the streets because there was very few cars going up and down, and it was really beautiful. But at my end, I lived almost at the end of the street, and the upper end it's Chester County.
Yeah.
But the few homes at my end of the street were Montgomery County.
Why is that?
I
Like,
don't
what
know.
is
That's
that
where
about?
that's how it. I don't know. That's how the land was done.
Wow.
And so my children went to Montgomery County schools.
Okay.
And the others went to Chester County.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
And how many children did you have?
2 sons.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And they
There
both.
they are right up there with us. And there's
Oh!
3 generations of us there.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Wow. And how they grew up in Mount Pleasant, correct?
Yes.
They lived all their lives there.
Mhm.
And where do they live now? Or like, what are they doing?
Well, the one is he doesn't have an apartment right now. He never married, but right now he's bunking here with me until he gets one.
Oh.
But the other one, he lives in Downingtown. He and his wife
Oh, okay.
live in Downingtown, and all my children. That's all my children over there. That's my little family. My children, my grandchildren, and my great grandchildren.
Oh my goodness.
All there.
God bless.
Those little ones are my little great grands.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Mhm.
That is awesome.
Yeah, every one of those pictures are of my children.
It's really cute. And this our teacher also wanted to like ask you guys about what is your idea of race and what was life like growing up, like with what was there like segregation at the time that you were growing up in Mount Pleasant or living in Mount Pleasant, or was everything just kind of even keeled?
Well, everything was even keeled when I was there. I mean, before I came down this area, I do know there was an issue with the school system.
Okay.
With black and white, they wanted the black to go to the little school there in Mount Pleasant. They had just built a new one in Stratford, and so there was a big fight about that.
Wow.
But I wasn't down here, so all I know is what I heard.
Oh, okay. And what makes Mount Pleasant a special community?
Well, everyone knows. We know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Barbara was telling us.
Yes.
That she knows.
And and then I found out that just about 3 nights ago, got this phone call, and it was from a boy. He's a man now, who grew up with my youngest son, and they live in Bethlehem. And he was saying he wanted to talk to me, and he said that his mother, who I knew, was still living. She was older than me, and he said, "I want you to come up because I'm going to have a birthday party. She'll be 100 years old." And so my son said he'll take me up there. That's going to be in April.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 100 years old.
Yeah, and they used to live in Mount Pleasant.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. This is like a lot to take in.
Yeah, she'll be 100 years old.
God bless her.
Josephine McLean.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That is awesome. And what's your experience with democracy and diversity?
No, I don't experience. I don't know. I don't have any experience.
Nothing like that. Was there anything going on in Mount Pleasant that I don't know how you say this. Remember that question she asked today? She was like, "What is your experience with democracy and diversity?" Or what are your thoughts on it? I guess if you don't have an experience.
What did she?
Oh, John. Like
Everyone got along so well.
That's good.
Yes.
That is good.
Mm-hmm.
And what was can you recall what life was like growing up instead of like living in Mount Pleasant? What was life like growing up as a child or anything like that?
Oh, that was in Coatesville.
Okay. What was life like there?
Oh, we were like in the country.
Oh, okay.
And it was just beautiful.
Wow.
That's why we go up every second Sunday. My son takes me up there to church because there's still a few of the people who I grew up with who are still living, and so we just have a good time.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still attend things in Mount Pleasant, like the picnics? I know our teacher attends like some of the picnics and the church things.
And I used to help with them when in the early days.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. When Miss Hall had the community center there, and she would tutor the children.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have any other questions, Lovey?
You summed it up for me.
Did I? Or is there anything else you would like to add, like that I didn't touch on or that I didn't ask?
No, it's just that Miss Hall was really the one person in the whole community who everyone looked up to. So, and she was the one who started the tutoring, and because she was a teacher anyway, and so it was just fun.
And can you sum up Mount Pleasant in like one sentence?
Well, Mount Pleasant was a beautiful, beautiful setting.
Wow. I think that's pretty good. I like that.
I like it.
I think, oops, I forgot to ask. Why did you leave Mount Pleasant? That was the one question. I knew I thought of something.
Why did I leave?
Why did you leave Mount Pleasant? Yeah.
Because I told you that after my husband died, I couldn't keep up the home. We had lots of ground. We had like an acre of ground, and I couldn't keep it up. And my son would come and cut the grass and whatnot, but the trimming and all that stuff was up to me.
Wow.
So when you're 80 some years old, that's a lot of work.
True. Very
and
true.
I just couldn't keep it up.
That's understandable. That
Mhm.
is. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
John, I think that's it. Can you hit the red button, Lovey? Is that the one you click to record it?